What if I told you that modern Tokyo, the city of 14 million people, neon lights, and bullet trains, was built on top of a destroyed civilization? What would you see if you could peel back the concrete and asphalt and witness the exact moment a thousand-year-old samurai empire collapsed? I've used AI to reconstruct the streets of 1800s Edo in photorealistic detail, and what I discovered will change how you see Japan forever. Because in just 15 years, this happened. And there's one street corner that witnessed it all. This is Edo, July 1853, the largest city on planet Earth with over 1 million inhabitants. For 250 years, the Tokugawa shogunate has maintained absolute control. No foreigners allowed, no foreign trade, total isolation. The samurai class, about 6% of the population, controls everything. They're the only ones allowed to carry swords, the only ones who can enforce the law, the only ones with real power. But I'm going to show you exactly how this entire social structure gets dismantled in less time than it takes to build a single skyscraper today. And it starts with 4 black ships. July 8, 1853. Commodore Matthew Perry arrives with 4 warships. He has a letter from President Fillmore. The message is simple: open your borders for trade, or we'll open them for you. The shogun's advisors gather. They know what happened to China in the Opium Wars just 11 years earlier. They know they can't win a military confrontation. On March 31st, 1854, they signed the Treaty of Kanagawa. And this is where it gets fascinating, because this isn't just a trade agreement. This signature triggers a civil war. The samurai are about to split into 2 factions. One will win and destroy their entire class from within. But here's the question nobody asks. Why would samurai deliberately eliminate themselves? To understand that, we need to go to 3 specific streets. This is Nihonbashi, the commercial heart of Edo. Let me walk you through what you're seeing. These wooden buildings are not just architecture. They're a building code enforced for centuries. Nothing can be taller than 2 stories. Why? Fire prevention and social control. See those overhanging eaves, the wooden lattice windows, the ceramic roof tiles? Every element follows strict regulations. Now watch what's about to happen to all of this. The 1860s are chaos. The shogunate is weak. Regional warlords, the daimyo, are forming alliances. Satsuma domain in the south, Choshu in the west. These lords supported the shogunate for 250 years, but now they want him gone. And in Kyoto, roving bands of ronin, masterless samurai, are assassinating anyone who supports opening Japan to the west. They call it Heaven's Punishment, the Sonno Joy movement. Revere the emperor, expel the barbarians. Between 1862 and 1867, dozens are killed right here in Edo's streets. The shogunate is losing control. But here's the irony that's going to blow your mind. The samurai who are killing to keep foreigners out, they're going to be the ones who westernize Japan. I'll show you how in a moment. January 3rd, 1868. The Boshin War begins. The southern domains declare war on the shogunate. It's samurai versus samurai, traditional warfare versus Western tactics. The shogunate army, larger, traditional tactics, honor-based combat. The imperial army, smaller but equipped with modern rifles and cannons purchased from British arms dealers. The war spreads across Japan, and in May 1868, it reaches Ueno. 2,000 shogunate loyalists barricade themselves in Ueno's temples. They're making their last stand. The Battle of Ueno lasts 1 day. 1 day. The Imperial forces bring Armstrong cannons, British artillery that can fire explosive shells. The samurai charge with swords and spears. It's not a battle, it's an execution. Today, Ueno Park sits on this battlefield. Cherry blossoms grow where men died, defending a world that was already gone. And here's that irony I promised. The samurai who won this war, they're from Satsuma and Choshu, the domains that shouted, "Expel the barbarians," the loudest. But the moment they win, they do something shocking. This is Ginza in February 1872. Still mostly wooden buildings, traditional shops. February 26th, a fire starts in a western Ginza shop. Within hours, it destroys nearly 60 blocks. Over 4,000 buildings gone. The new Meiji government sees an opportunity. They hire British architect Thomas Waters with one directive: make it look like London. Watch this transformation. They're not rebuilding traditional Edo. They're importing Victorian England. Red brick buildings, gas street lamps, sidewalks, Western storefronts with plate glass windows. This is the same street 5 years apart. And look at the people. Kimono and top hats, hakama and pocket watches. It's fashion chaos. But something even more radical is happening. Something that will shock the entire nation. And it involves those samurai I mentioned earlier. March 28, 1876, the Meiji Emperor issues the Haitore Edict. The wearing of swords is now illegal. Let that sink in. For 1,000 years, the right to carry a sword defined the samurai. It was their identity, their livelihood, their soul. With one decree, the government that samurai put in power has made them commoners. 4 million people, the entire samurai class and their families. Their stipends are eliminated, their legal privileges are revoked. Many samurai are desperate. Some become police officers or soldiers, others starve. Some, like these men, cut their top knots and put on Western suits, trying to adapt to a world that has no place for them. Remember I asked why samurai would eliminate themselves? Because the samurai who won the Civil War realized something. Japan couldn't compete with Western powers with a feudal system. They looked at China's humiliation, they looked at Western military technology, and they made a calculated decision. Sacrifice the samurai class to save Japan itself. They replaced 4 million hereditary warriors with a conscript army of commoners trained in Western tactics. It was brutal, it was ruthless, and it worked. Let's return to Nihonbashi, 17 years after our first visit. Same street, different universe. The wooden merchant houses are being replaced by brick. Rickshaws share the road with horse-drawn carriages. Telegraph poles line the streets. Men in bowler hats and Western suits carry briefcases. Women in kimono carry parasols imported from Europe. The shop signs now advertise Western goods, pocket watches, imported fabrics, photographs. And in 1872, Japan's first railway line opened between Tokyo and Yokohama. The journey that once took a full day now takes 53 minutes. Imagine being a samurai born in 1840. You were trained from childhood in sword fighting, archery, horseback riding. By age 35, your entire skill set is obsolete. Your swords are illegal. Your stipend is gone, and the society you were born to lead has deleted you. This is how you dismantle a 1,000-year-old social structure, violently, decisively, and without apology. So here's what these AI reconstructions really show us. Modern Tokyo isn't built next to old Edo, it's built on top of old Edo. Every subway station, every skyscraper, every intersection. Nihonbashi, where samurai culture died. Ginza, where Western architecture was born. Ueno, where the old world made its last stand and lost. This city didn't evolve gradually. It was demolished and rebuilt by force in 15 years. The samurai sacrificed themselves to save Japan, and these reconstructions are the only way we can witness what they destroyed to survive.